This session is called Your Behavioral Theory of Change. In this session, we're going to cover the process for developing a behavioral theory of change for our niche. This is a theory that describes the causes and reasons for our market's challenges and the solutions that will generate the desired results. So when we do this well, we become an expert and a servant for our market. We're capable of providing the understanding and the roadmap for our clients to get results. Of course, this is the main value that clients are interested in, and it's a source of inspiration and motivation for them to change. When we can provide this to our clients, we experience a clarity and a confidence that comes through our communication and attracts people to our practice. If we don't have a well-developed theory of change for our niche, then we are not well equipped to serve our market. We can't provide an understanding or path to results that we ourselves don't have. And so our value to our clients is uncertain and limited. And without that value, how can we feel clear? Without that clarity, how can we communicate with confidence? We really can't, and we won't be able to consistently attract and support clients. So once we understand the needs of our market, it's time to put our attention on serving those needs. The way that we attempt to serve these needs will be based on our understanding of the causes of the disease and the new behaviors that will lead to healing. Our behavioral theory of change is used to build our content and our presentations, as well as form our one-on-one and group programs and products. Now in Ayurveda, we understand that after constitutional influences, our health is based on our consciousness and our daily behaviors that contribute to harmony or disharmony. Ayurveda describes 3 pillars of health: food and water, sleep, which is rest and exercise, and sex, which relates to the vital energy. And these are the important categories for us to consider. So the questions we're seeking to answer are: which dietary and lifestyle choices are contributing to these challenges? And how and why is this? And which dietary and lifestyle choices will help resolve these challenges and create new results? And how and why is this? So we can integrate modern understanding with Ayurvedic and yogic wisdom and draw on our teachers, our books and articles, online resources, and our own experience to answer these questions. So if our niche is type 2 diabetes, for example, we want to develop a behavioral theory of change that first describes the symptoms and pathology of diabetes, and then the behaviors within the 3 pillars of health that can cause it and the behaviors that can reverse it. We also want to understand the most important behaviors, the high leverage choices that most powerfully contribute to either worsening or improving diabetes, because these are the areas where we can make the biggest impact with our clients. So we want to know the role of dietary choices on diabetes. Which foods, drinks, and eating habits are the most damaging? And how and why is this? And which foods, drinks, herbs, and supplements, eating habits are the most helpful? And then how and why is that so? Then we also need to understand the role of rest and exercise on diabetes. So what sleeping and exercise habits are most harmful, and how and why is this? And what sleeping and exercise habits are best? And again, how and why is that the case? And then finally, we want to know how sex and vital energy practices relate to diabetes. And this also relates to asking questions about what impact does emotional stress have on diabetes? And how and why is that? Can you understand that? Can you explain that? What impact can meditation and can breath have on diabetes? And how and why does that work? So here's how to create your behavioral theory of change. Here's a step-by-step process for building a behavioral theory of change for your niche. First, of course, you've defined your niche, and that's within step 1, mapping your market. And from the research that you've done in that step, you'll be able to describe the main challenges and symptoms for your niche. You'll also be able to describe the main desired results for your niche. So then you're going to research the food pillar. You're going to list the best and worst behaviors and explain why. Research the sleep pillar. You'll list the best and worst behaviors and explain why. And finally, research the sex pillar. List the best and worst behaviors and explain why. So now go ahead and get started building a behavioral theory of change for your niche. Find the behavioral theory of change worksheet in the homework files and complete this now. Your behavioral theory of change outlines the topics that you will use for your content, for your presentations, for your programs, and your products. And once you have it completed, you'll be much more clear and confident about how you help your clients.